Hey guys, welcome back to Pafalada, and welcome back to Café Enchanté. We are going to begin Misyr's route past the common route point, so let's just get right into it. I'm super excited to see what this is about. I'm a little nervous because I'm getting like stalker vibes, I'm getting creeped out, but let's just go for it. Oh, right. And we're not Cotone right now. We're someone else, so I don't know how to voice this person. I guess I'm just gonna voice it with my normal voice. I wake up with a throbbing pain in my hand. Okay. No. More accurately, I wasn't asleep. I didn't actually feel pain. Whether burned by a demon's beast's flames, or cut apart by a black knight's sword, or pierced by a fallen angel's light, I wouldn't feel pain after all this time. That's right. Exactly right. Also, what the fuck is going on? Are these eggs? Like, just sitting in the ground? Or they're just like mounds of something? Pain and suffering. Feeling such things is nothing more than the distant past for me now. That's why. The misery of my voice not reaching her. The despair of my hand being turned away. The difficulty breathing when I saw his face as he happily spoke of her. I shouldn't feel anything. Oh. Ew, what the fuck? Ew, I hate that. Ew. He, without waiting for a reply from anyone, relaxes his cheeks and starts talking. The same story he's told countless times, with the gentle aroma of coffee wafting about. Wafting, god damn it, I still don't know how to say it. He talks about a girl who owns a cafe with her great variety of non-humans hang around. No matter how badly I yearn, I can't reach it. He speaks about a different, distant world. Is this Misyr? It has to be Misyr, because they were just talking about Ignis, Eel, Karya, Rindo. Each time I hear the story, my chest throbs. Why? Why is he the only one saved? He's a liar. With unforgivable falsehoods, he covers up his body, a traitor who has no possible salvation. Yet, why it was only him? Why? What's different? Why? What did I do wrong? Why? What am I missing? Why? Why can't it be me who gets to visit Enchanté and smile? Drawn by a sound, I look up at the sky. With a sharp creak, the sky cracks, and something falls far off. Seeing a little smoke rise in the distance, he looks over towards it. It's gotta be Misyr. As he says this, I watch his back as he walks off. I say with a voice that will reach nobody. I've tried countless times to reach you. I've tried countless times to speak. I've tried countless times to seek you. Yet, As expected, he doesn't even notice my voice, and he doesn't turn to face me. I already know. As long as I am me, the day of my salvation will never come. That's right. As long as I am me. Is this? I to you. Oh, that's Misyr, we recognize. What the fuck? So who's the white-haired person? I don't understand. Under the investigation of GPM, among the countless other worlds said to exist, much like Beast World Bestia with its warlord meritocracy, there is a world still shrouded in mystery, with a demon king holding dominion over a singular social order, the demon world Asmodia. In its center sits the fortress of the demon king, known as the Demon King Castle. Oh, we get to actually see it? In its hall, the heads of each house gather, meeting and speaking to each other face to face.
おい、聞いたか？帰らずの砂漠の端にあった村が丸ごと消滅しちまったって話。
なんだそりゃ、初耳だぞ。ノラドラゴンにでも襲われたか？
バカ、消滅したっつったろ。襲撃で滅ぼされたとかじゃなく、一晩で跡形もなく消えたんだよ。それこそまるで土地ごとえぐられたみてえによ。
はあ？おいおい、またかよ。あの辺りは先週も村が一つなくなったばかりじゃねえか。
A masculine giant with 4 arms, a demon with a lion's face and twisted horns. Demons of various forms speak of only one subject in chorus. Cryptic fissures appear with an earthquake, the land around them sucked in, destroyed. The disasters occur across the demon world, and everyone grimaces at the news.
このままじゃまずいんじゃねえか。魔王様はどう言ってる？
ああ、そのことだが噂では。
Then, when the other demon begins to speak.
聞け、皆の者!
The demon king's aide enters the hall and raises his voice to the gathered demons.
皆も知っての通り、魔界アスモディアは現在危機的な状況にある。度重なり発生する空間の亀裂、それに飲まれて消失した村は今や10を超えている。
The large hall hushes at this news. After acknowledging the silence, he continues his announcement.
だが、案ずることはない。この未曾有の事態を迎えたことで、魔王様はついに決断を下された。この魔界が滅びる場合に備え、外の世界に新天地を求めるべきだと。
おいおい、つまりは異世界を侵略するってことかよ。
侵略は上等だが、一体どこを攻めるってんだ？
The heads gathered in the hall erupt at the sudden declaration. Perhaps hearing their responses, the Demon King's aide speaks sternly.
魔王様はおっしゃられた。展開はなんか怖いんでパス。要塞会は今ホールが通じてない。10階？俺冷え性だし。
と。おう。さすが魔王様。なんてフランクなお言葉だ。
そこ以外だと、あとはどこだ？
目標はすでに決まっている。我らが住まうだけの広さがあって、いい感じに住民が弱そうでなんかいけそうじゃね的な世界。そう、狙うは人間界。さあ、勇敢なる魔族の戦士たちよ、爪を研げ、尻尾を立てるのだ。
This feels like a mistake. There's no way Misyr said that. No? Unless that was the past, or It's not Misyr.
油断したな、愚かな人間ども。
Oh god.
すべてが策略であったとも知らず、世を仲間だと信じ込む貴様らは最高の道化であった。
嘘だ。私は信じない。あなたがまさか魔王だったなんて。
Oh my god.
愚かなり勇者コロロよ。その信じる心とやらが貴様らの仲間、遊び人リンドを殺したのだ。
Rindo getting roasted. In the lazy Saturday sunlight, today's customers are currently one pair, a demon king and an angel. You two, sorry for the interruption, but we're bringing your order over now. Could you pause your game for a while? The two were gazing at a game console, and when I speak to them...
あれ、もうできたんだ。ありがとう。ゲームをプレイしていると時の流れを早く観測するのはジャンル問わず共通の事象ですね。
The two, who were excitedly reading the game aloud, put their play on pause as I asked. Hey, they're doing the same thing as me.
はい、色はフロート。
And Misyr's usual blend. Here. Along with Karya, a very good helper now, we placed the items in front of the two.
というか、さっきから騒がしいけど、何のゲームやってんの？
For one of the Otome games Eel likes, the content seemed kind of unsettling, didn't it?
こちらは先日発売されたばかりの女性向け RPG なのです。何でも恋愛要素に特化し、村人からモンスターまで全てのキャラクターと恋愛ができる意欲作だとか。
That does sound like a really adventurous game in many ways. That's too many options, though. Is that even manageable? Although the origin of the hero Kororo name seems happy to be part of the cast.
いやでも魔王が出るって聞いたから俺もちょっとやらせてもらったけどさ、案外面白いよこれ。特に魔王がやりたい放題だし、仲間を騙し討ちにしたり、呪いを流して湖を死の湖にしたり。
うわ。
How would you even develop romance with someone like that? Suddenly, Eel, who seemed to be saving the game data, raises his head.
しかしこのゲームの魔王はまさに悪、残虐非道といった印象を受けますが、ミシェルはこれに比べるとあまり魔王らしくはありませんね。
嘘。地味にショック。そんなに俺って威厳ない？
言われてみると。
I don't know about dignified, but you're right. He doesn't seem atrocious at all, does he? He says kind of unsettling things sometimes, but that's just Misyr's sense of humor. He's usually just the carefree demon king, as he seems right now. Although I know very well that he has ridiculous power. For example, at Amazaki Island near my hometown, where the Kure tribe lives. The big incident the other day when a fissure opened up in the sky above the island and that bony Spartoi appeared. There's no mistake that it was resolved thanks to Misyr's power. With everyone's help, that form he took playing that beautiful tune, it was less like a demon king and more like something divine. Thinking back on it now, that musical performance was beautiful. Karya tilts his head at me, as I think is what she meant to say. Oh, I was just thinking about what happened. About Amazaki Island.
ああ、例の埴輪島。
Yeah, in the end I never figured out the reason why the gate suddenly threw me out there. or the true identity of the Spartoi, or the arm that we saw then. Maybe because it was too shocking. Even now, I see it in my dreams. Oh no, Kotone, no. The giant fissure cut into the sky, and as though reaching for something, those creepy arms. Perhaps noticing my face turn a little pale.
あれから特に異変も起きてないし、気になるのはわかるけど、気にしすぎるのも良くないかも。
GPM もあの島にスタッフを配備し、調査を続けているようです。何かあればリンドウから報告があるかと。
俺もそう思う。わからないことを考えすぎてもきっといいことないと思う。
With Misyr's cue, everyone smiles at me like this. But considering his notice of such a small change in me, Misyr doesn't really seem like an evil demon king at all. Yeah, thanks. I smile as I think this. As everyone said, that incident is already resolved. I need to change my mood. Right as I had this thought, the utensils set on the table start to clatter on their own. That moment, the shop shakes violently. The tremor is so big it's hard to stay standing. Chairs, tables, shelves, everything dances in unison. The tremor shakes my body. The furniture jumps like it's possessed. I can't endure the shaking anymore, and when I'm about to fall over...
はい、静まれ。
Misyr lightly snaps his fingers. The furniture that was dancing around so much suddenly stops moving like it was all a lie. At the same time, my body feels gently supported by something I can't see, and my accident is avoided. That was such a shock. Thanks, Misyr. What the fuck happened? You're welcome, or so you must have thought. Misyr sips his coffee like nothing at all happened. Then, Karya, who had escaped into the air with Eel, lands while nervously looking around.
結構大きかったね、今の地震。
Yeah, thanks to Misyr, nothing in the shop broke, but...
ここ以外はわからないね。念のため、ざっと見て回った方がいいかも。
なら俺、厨房見てくるよ。ガス回り心配だしさ。
That's a good thing to check. I didn't even think of that. Yeah, please do. Being quite familiar with its layout, Karya disappears into the kitchen. Then, are you okay, Eel?
ええ、体に損傷などはありません。カリアと共に宙に浮いていましたので。
Yeah, couldn't bring us up, I guess. Okay, that's good to hear. But I have another concern for you, Eel. Do you think your room might be a total disaster now? Like your mountains of goods? Oh no. Eel's face instantly goes pale and he flies off to his room. Alright then, should we go look outside? It'd be dangerous if any pots broke. Luckily, the earthquake didn't warp the door and make it unopenable. With Misyr's help, I push open the door leading outside. Along with the bright sunlight, what jumped into our sight was... As though ripped by a claw, a crack running through the ground. Huh? My eyes go wide and I hold my breath. You're kidding! I know it was a big earthquake, but for a crack like this to form...
いや、違う。
Huh?
これは地割れなんかじゃない。
Much like before. No, with far more strength than the big earthquake earlier, Misyr pulls me to his chest. That moment, and the place where I was right before Misyr pulled me. Oh god. With a groan, what looks like an undead hand crawls out. That was, well, totally different in size, just like what I saw on Amasaki Island. Just before the fingertips reach me,
この子に触るな。
Misyr immediately swings his hand and blows the arm away. With a cacophony, the arm disappears in the fissure, there in the ground, slowly begins to close. All I could do is stare in confused silence. That just now, an arm like we saw on Amazaki Island, right? Why did that appear in front of Enchanté? Yikes.
引き続きニュースをお届けします。本日14時30分頃発生した地震の影響で在来線は現在も大幅な乱れが。
So that happened around what, like 2 o'clock, I think? 2:30?
おうおう、どこも地震のニュースばっかだな。
かなり大きい地震だったからね。幸い被害はほぼないみたいだけど。
我もその時は近所の子らと遊んでいたのだが、泣き出す者もいて大変だったぞ。
So I guess my question is, clearly there's somebody who's trying to get Kotone, and they're from a different world, and they're like a skeleton, I guess, or something. Does that mean that everywhere Kotone goes, there's gonna be an earthquake? She's gonna be the reason why, like, Japan goes under the water. Like, every 5 seconds there's an earthquake? Like, that's so bad.
私の部屋の大切なグッズたちも一部崩れ落ちてしまいました。
Actually, on that note, apparently Japan has a lot of like items that are specific for earthquakes since they get them so often. So I wonder if Eel just installed a bunch of like earthquake prevention measures, like then maybe his stuff wouldn't fall over. I don't know, that's difficult. A grieving Eel stares into a tablet he holds as everyone exchanges words. That night, after the sudden earthquake, all the regulars had been in the human world at the time, and they all had a taste of the intense shaking. After distributing some post-meal coffee and juice to everyone, I was also watching the news myself. When it goes to commercial, I sit next to Misyr, in a position where I can see the tablet.
で、天崎島の時に見た腕をまた見たってのは本当かよ。
Yeah, it disappeared really quickly, so I have no proof, but...
俺も同じく彼女とそれを見たんだけど、間違いないと思う。
天崎島で発生した謎のホールと腕がこの店にですか？偶然にしてはできすぎていますね。
As though everyone thought the same thing, pondering silence runs between all of us. And as though interrupting that silence, the commercials end. The newscaster on the screen resumes the news.
本日は地震に詳しい教授をお招きしています。早速お話を伺ってみましょう。先生、今回の地震には今までにない特徴があるそうですが。
ええ、我々も驚いています。今までの観測史上、例のないものと言ってもいいでしょう。元来、地震とは地盤、プレートの歪みによって生じることは皆さんもご存知かと思いますが、今回の地震ではプレートに動きもなく、地震で生じる地震波も異常な数値を示しています。
では通常の地震ではないと。
ええ、学者としてこういう表現が正しいのか分かりませんが、世界そのものが揺らされたと、そんな印象を受けてしまいますね。
That's not great. Honestly, I was about to say, like, when can they like track the epicenter of the earthquake and find that it's like right outside of Enchanté? But if the entire world is shaking, I guess they can't.
学者としては大胆な意見だな。非科学的だ。
科学に真正面から喧嘩売ってる首なし騎士のセリフとは思えねえな。
まあそれに関しては魔獣も天使も人外の存在そのものが同じことかと。
As everyone exchanges jokes, what I think about, of course, is the incident on Amazaki Island. Before, it was near my hometown, and this time it was in front of the shop. It's as though this phenomenon has some connection to me. A vague sense of unease fills my chest, like something frightening is slowly getting closer. Terrible premonitions swirl around in my mind. Yeah, I'm nervous for you, girl. God. After finishing washing the last cup, I sigh. I thought today would just be a normal day. And we're gonna stop here. I guess it is not normal, and it's not going to be normal until we hit the next episode. But I am nervous for her. God, it's so creepy. I've never been so creeped out. Like, that's not true. But this is probably the most creeped out I've been in terms of Café Enchanté. I just don't think I do well with, like, creepy stalkers and stuff like that. I don't think anybody does well with that, but me especially, not a fan. Next episode, I guess maybe we'll find out a little more. I feel like Misyr is hiding some stuff too, so I'm a little curious, but we'll find out.